Hi guys, I'm the BPG13 and welcome back to my Evolution of McRae series. We're at Season 2, Episode 32. So this is, it's kind of odd to say that now, but yep, we're still in France. We're doing stages 5 to 8 today. Starting at 8 o'clock for stage 5 and we're starting at 2 o'clock for stage 6. There's a good 6 hour gap to get 2 stages finished there. You're probably thinking, 6 hours? You don't need 6 hours. Yeah, true, I don't. Anyway, enough about that. Let's crack on with the stages, shall we? So, yeah, as you may have seen in the last episode from yesterday, or today, I don't know when the episode should have released. I think it should have been on the 20th, if not, then the 21st. So, it should have released the day before this episode did. Yeah. What were we gonna say? So we've got a reasonable gap to McRae, I think. I think it's McRae's in second, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's McRae. Now, what I said in the last episode was that I'm quite good at France. I'm not the quickest guy in the world or whatever, I'm not going to go there. I won't bore you with that rubbish, you know. I'm exceptionally good at this game, so if I make a mistake, it's a mistake, I just have to deal with it. The thing is, with old games like this, if you make a mistake, there's no flashbacks. Not even in the more up-to-date games wasn't. I mean, like in Dirt onwards, that was when they brought in the flashback system, you know, from Grid and all that, and F1 eventually copied it over, so it was copying it as theirs. But what I'm trying to say is that in these games, if you made a mistake, that's it. You made a mistake. You did not get a second chance. It was like if you crashed the car by accident into a tree. Very likely that I was going to do then. You know, you were going to be in trouble. So you're always trying to, like, you know, trying not to hit a tree or a wall. Like you're scraping along that. That's fine. It's just like hitting it head on or anything like that happens. That's when you like, you know, that's when you know you're in trouble. I'm surprised at how fast I am, to be honest. You guys are like, oh, this is nothing new. We've seen this happen before. He's just going to do it again. I might just win every single rally. Bear in mind, every single stage that I'm going to be doing, it'll be on super hard, and I won't be restarting anything. There'll be no rally restarts. There's no stage restart option. Because look, if I paused it now, which I could do, but I'm not going to, because that would just wreck the whole gameplay. If I paused it now, you realise that there's no restart for the stage. Because there isn't. It's simple as. But last sector now, 11 seconds. It's like we've got this stage, we've got this. Like I said, there's another couple of videos coming out, including the last part of this rally. So make sure you keep an eye on the channel and you'll be out of spite, won't you? So yeah, 14 seconds, not bad. Pretty good. Car doesn't look too damaged neither. The gap is over a minute now, 1 minute and 12 seconds. 1 minute 12 and a half, roughly. Anyway, let's crack on with the next stage. I don't like waiting around for the next things that happen, sort of thing, so I just like, right, load up next stage. I'll just quickly scan over the results and tell you as you see them. I'll try not to sound too boring, I hope I don't sound too boring. And there's nothing I can do to my voice to make me sound less boring or more boring. You know, more enthusiastic and all that stuff. So, it's just the way I talk. As you can probably tell from my voice right now, I'm not being sarcastic with like, hey, this is a great game and all that. I'm not just going to say that just to be sarcastic. I mean, it is a great game, but I'm not just saying that to be sarcastic or anything. I'm saying it so that, you know, I sound like a normal guy and everything. I'm talking as I would normally speak about this game. There's no difference with how I normally speak. Or how Syndicate would speak, or whatever, you know, if you get my drift. I'm talking normally as if it's just a general casual playthrough of a game, which it is. There's no, like, hesitation. I'm not in a rush to get the stages finished as fast as possible, although that is the idea of the game. That is what you have to do anyway. It's just Fastest person to get from A to B. Fastest person to get from A to B wins. Easy enough, isn't it? There's also a friend of mine doing Richard Ben's Rally, if that's your kind of thing. I'll leave his YouTube link in the description. It's IZ Amusing, if anyone wants to know. That's all in capitals, IZ Amusing. So, is amusing. I guess if you want to pronounce it in the shorter, normal version. Yeah, like I said in the last episode, you'll notice the graphics have had a step up. Episodes might be a bit slow to get out. I'm hoping not. The only reason the graphics are improved is because it's the PC version. Unfortunately, playing the last game is a bit tricky because I tried to record it in 30 frames, and in 30 frames the game looks like crap when it runs. It doesn't look smooth and everything. Unlike R-Factor, if you record that in 30, it does actually look smooth. Speaking of R-Factor, does anybody have any way of recording it in like a 60 frames per second or anything? Because I've tried it and it keeps like glitching backwards whenever you record it in 60 frames. It might be just the program that I use, because when I record it normally, with what you guys see, that's usually recorded at 30 frames using Fraps, but whenever I recorded it at 60 frames, I used something called Raptor, or AMD Gaming Evolved, thanks to a friend of mine who recommended that for me. 1 minute 31 seconds is the gap to Douglas, so Douglas is actually in second now. Just see what's damaged. Right, suspension's completely right, the brakes are wrecked. The car's battered, the exhaust needs repairing, and that needs repairing. Oh, repair everything. Just about repaired everything, which is amazing. So, yeah, like oh, I know how this works. Yeah, this will occasionally happen. What you've seen on the screen now, that occasionally happens. You might see it happen quite a bit with this game, just because it's the PC version. I would record the PS1 version. Because then I wouldn't have anything to worry about, but the PC version, in my opinion, looks a lot better. I mean, don't you guys think it looks better? I mean, I did a comparison, by the way, if you guys want to check it out, where I compared the PC graphics, the PS2 graphics, PS1 graphics, sorry, and I may just be bringing something to the channel that's old school but cool. It is F1, so don't be so shocked or whatever, and apparently it's raining, so I might be slipping all over the place, but I'll reveal the game. It's F106. Now, I did a video that was just gameplay. Now, would you like to see something on that? Like, would you like to see me play F106 and mess around with it on the PS2? Because I can do that eventually. I can link it up and I can have a play around with it and completely mess it up. You know, not mess the game up. I mean, like I can mess the cars up on it. You know, wreck cars and stuff. If you guys want me to, or I could do. I mean, the career mode on that game actually works properly. Like crikey! And I smashed my headlights. That's fantastic. And probably damaged the engine as well. But yeah, if you guys want to see something like that, then let me know, definitely. Because I will be more than happy to record something, like record F106, or... There is a game that I recently picked up, and it was a game I used to have when I was like 6 or 7 when I used to have the PS2. It's called Racing Simulation 3. Now, there isn't much gameplay of it up on YouTube from what I looked. There's only like 2 decent gameplays, but... And I've wrecked the game, and I've wrecked the gearbox. Yikes. But what I was saying was that on the... And I've wrecked the back light. Means we're going to have quite a bit of damage to the car. Yikes. But what I was trying to say was that... would you guys be interested in seeing that sort of game? Because basically what it is, it's like F1, but instead of it being F1, it's the cars look like F1. They sound completely different because it's an F1 game, sort of. It's an F1 rip-off, is what I mean. And just before you go say, no, well, F1 rip-offs are crap and blah blah blah, F1 race starts was rubbish or whatever. Before you go say anything like that, I guarantee you it's nothing like that. It looks like an F1 rip-off, and it is. The cars sound something along. I don't know if they probably do, but I reckon the cars sound as if they're something off GP2, GP3 from like 10, 20 years ago. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, the gap's now 1 minute 48.7 seconds to Douglas, and McRae's another 8 seconds back. He's on 21 minutes, we've only just passed 19. He's nearly a full 2 minutes back. Anyway, stage 8, and this is where skill comes into it, I guess. Bear in mind, I'm on dry tyres, so you know how they say when you're on dries on F1. Yep, cars are slippy, aren't they? Notice how the cars slide in a lot now. Personally, I like this stage, but not in the wet, I don't. Oh my good grief, this is hell. I'm not kidding. I've said hell quite a bit in my series, haven't I? What was... Yeah, I've said hell quite a bit. Like, oh, this stage is hell, and this is hell, and... I apologise for the word of the use, hell. Yeah, I'm deeply sorry to any young viewers that watch. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, believe me, I don't know. Is it this that's took off? That's like, is it this that's made the channel take off? Because, oh, speaking of things, like speaking of channel, if I can get the car to the finish on time. Now that kind of sucks because we was a good 2 seconds ahead. Yikes. Well, I guess we only lost 2 seconds, so we're fine. Just before I end this thing off, yeah, just before we do the next 2 stages, which will be the next part, by the way, I just want to say that there'll be something else coming on the channel next year. I'll mention it in the next part when I record the next episode for this. And yeah, until next time, I've been the BPG13. This has been Evolution of McRae, episode 32. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you like the video, and obviously subscribe if you want to see more of the rallying content. And yeah, thank you for watching, and ta-ra!